Amsterdam. Who doesn't know about Amsterdam? It's a pot paradise, it's a nightclub mecca, it's got something for everyone. And I'm here to tell you all about the awesome things you can see and do in Amsterdam. First of all, I have to mention that the city is beautiful. There are old houses, there are canals. It's sometimes called the Venice of the North, but everyone knows that that's a lie. Stockholm is the true Venice of the North. I dare you to question that. Oh, by the way, do you like the channel or do you hate the channel? I don't care, subscribe either way. Amsterdam is a ridiculously popular destination for tourists from all over the world. I mean, I don't know how there's any room for Dutch people in the city. So what do all of these people do when visiting Amsterdam? Well, they go to coffee shops, and they go to museums, and they go to coffee shops, and they go to nightclubs, and they go to coffee shops. Yeah, you get the point, right? This video is actually not going to focus so much on the green stuff. In fact, that's the last I've talked about it. I'm going to focus on all the other cool stuff you can do in Amsterdam instead. So what can you do? Well, first of all, I have to mention food. Everyone likes food, right? So one place you have to visit if you go to Amsterdam is Foodhallen. It's an industrial building that's remade into a really trendy and hip food court that has lots of different types of food. Well, and beer as well. Beer is always present in Amsterdam. All the trendy, young, hip people go here. And if it's a busy night, well, I hope you like standing, cause you're not gonna get a table. Be prepared for that. There's an awesome atmosphere at Foodhallen, and some nights they even have DJs playing. So a great place to visit and hang out. But let's talk about the food as well. So what can you try here? Well, everything. First of all, the Indian food is good, the Thai food is good. But try the chicken meatballs, those were actually really awesome. And something you must try is the bitterballen. Yeah, it sounds strange, and they look strange as well, but those are so good. I really liked the Spanish sandwiches as well, but they were greasy as hell. Oh, and if you can't get enough of bitterballen, you can get something similar at the food vending machines that are open all night all over the city. I think it's called Rindvlees kroketten or something like that. My Dutch is awesome, isn't it? Anyway, buy those. Your mouth will thank me. Now let's move on to other cool stuff in Amsterdam. For example, the rubber duck store. This is completely insane and awesome, both at once. It's a store that only sells rubber ducks of every possible type you can imagine. Celebrity rubber ducks and cute rubber ducks and ugly rubber ducks and big rubber ducks and small rubber ducks. It's just insane. This store is pretty close to the red light district. So let's talk about the red light district. Nice segue, right? Well, you have to visit. I mean, if you go to Amsterdam, it's almost mandatory. You have to go to the red light district. And it's the only place where you can see a little person in lingerie. Wonderful times. But you're actually not going to see much footage from there because, well, you're not allowed to film in the red light district. And I have little inclination to get beaten up by angry Dutch bouncers. Go there yourself instead. And it's actually a pretty safe place. It's mostly filled by curious tourists, gawking at all the weird stuff they have never seen before. Well, let's talk about some more wholesome stuff instead, such as fantasy and fairies and whatnot. Do you like that? I like that at least. And there's this perfect store in Amsterdam for checking out lots of cute figures and figurines and, well, just about everything you can imagine when it comes to dragons and fairies and gnomes and, well, all of that can be found in this store. You were actually not allowed to film, so I had to be a bit discreet. Hope you like what you see anyway. There's also more standard types of shopping in Amsterdam, of course. And in the city center you can find tons of fashion boutiques and, well, everything you can expect from a major city. We didn't actually do all that much shopping, but we did find two onesies, a shark and a bunny, and they have gotten a surprisingly great amount of use. I like my shark onesie. The nightlife in Amsterdam is also great, and there are tons of clubs and bars and many places that cater to an alternative or queer lifestyle as well. And they have a great pub culture. There are pubs all over the place. And there are also drunken tourists all over the place. And a drunken tourist is a messy tourist. So yeah, be prepared to find trash in some of the squares when a big gang has been there. And speaking of gangs, I have to give a big warning. Be careful of bikers. No, not that kind of biker. This kind of biker. In Amsterdam you will find tons of people on bikes and they don't stop for anything. They don't care about anyone crossing the road. So look both ways and run. I think we found a bike breeding ground on the way to the hotel. It looks like they're multiplying at an alarming rate. If you want to avoid the bikers, you can actually take a canal cruise. It's a good way to see the city, see the beautiful buildings and bridges, and avoid the bikers. Now, something you absolutely must do in Amsterdam is go to the Amsterdam Lookout Tower. It's a great place to view the city and sit down and have a beer and just enjoy all the sights from above. Just make sure that you get there early before the crowd. 10 or 11 is good. But it's not just the view that you come here for. On the way up you have an awesome elevator ride and you can sit in a silly throne and have some selfies. But most importantly, there's a gigantic swing on top of the tower. And this is a must-do. You absolutely have to try this. It's not really as scary as it looks, and it's really fun. And it's a great way to get an even better view of the city and some adrenaline pumping as well. And not to forget, you get some cheesy green screen footage as well, with you superimposed over silly places. Well, I've seen worse. And last but not least, check out this view from the bathroom. It's gotta be the best one I've ever seen. 2 thumbs up. Another thing you might want to do in Amsterdam is go to the Zuiver Spa. But you're not gonna get any footage from there because it's a nude spa. It's recommended anyway. Now, Amsterdam is also really big on museums and art, so you have to visit the Van Gogh Museum, or that should probably be like Van Gogh or something like that. Dutch is a horrible language. But this one is awesome for art, and it's a deep dive into the pride of Holland with all the Starry Night and stuff like that. Even bigger than that though is the Rijksmuseum. At the Rijksmuseum you can see lots of dogs in all kinds of paintings. I didn't really count them, but they were quite many. And you can of course see when they restored Rembrandt's Night Watch painting. I didn't really get a good look of it though. And in general there's beautiful art to be seen, and glassware, and musical instruments, and just tons of stuff to see. Some of the best pieces I found included an angry goose, and wait for it, a child stung by a bee. I think this is my new favorite piece of art. So all in all, I have to say that Amsterdam is a really good city. It can get too touristy at times, so take your time to get out of the city center and explore everything the city has to offer. But then again, if you do enjoy spending time in the city center, do it. Hang around in the red light district, have fun, visit bars, go shopping. Amsterdam really has something for everyone. The thrill seekers, the alternative people, and people who just want to hang around in bars. So give Amsterdam a go. You will not be disappointed. Well, that's all for now. Have a great day.